All praises, all honor, all glory be unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakah, Kwadash. Double honors to the apostle elders of Great Millstone that rule well. Peace and salutation to all the Hakim doing and push his word in truth and sincerity worldwide. And a sincere shalom to the elect. Now I wanted to get into this real quick. The Doomsday clock, alright? A brother had uploaded something in the chat. And I seen it, I went to it, I said, you know what? Let me see when this doomsday clock started and all that, you know? Because this is a part of prophecy, alright? You know, some may look at it and say, no, that's not part of prophecy. Yeah, it is a part of prophecy because it's showing how close we are to the end, okay? And just remember, Esau, Edom, the Lord has caused his tongue to fall upon himself, alright? So a little bit snippets here, a little bit snippets there. You know what I mean? This is how Esau Edom works. And little does he know, he's telling on himself. A little bit here, a little bit there, right? So this doomsday clock proves, you know, beyond a shadow of doubt that this place is, you know, it's gonna be taken out, man. Okay? And all these other nations, they're coming against Babylon, they're starting to hate her. Joel chapter 3, let the weak say I'm strong. Right? We're seeing this. We've seen, you know, North Korea within the last 10 years, 15 years, establish nuclear weapons, you know, ICBMs, shit they couldn't do before, right? And remember, the Lord is manipulating the time. He's speeding up the time, man. Okay? He's speeding up the time so these things can usher in. Because you got to remember that all these prophecies have a set measure, and until that set measure be full, then comes in the other prophecy. It's like, imagine having cups that are empty, that are attached to each other, right? And they're all in front of each other, and the only way that it can flow into the next one is by a spout in the front. Okay, so when it gets full, the spout fills and fills the next one. So that's the same way these prophecies are. One is being fulfilled and full, and boom, pouring into the next cup. That cup is starting to be fulfilled and full. Okay, boom, next one, next one, next one. Okay, this is how the Most High is moving, because we're not going to get the nukes before the MOTB is implemented. Remember in Revelation chapter 3 and 10, this is going to try the whole world. 2 and 10 or 3 and 10? I think it's 3 and 10, right? It's going to try the whole world. 2 and 10 and 3 and 10, but Revelation 3 and 10, you know, the hour of temptation, right? That's come to try the whole world. But these prophecies must come back to back, you know exactly what I'm trying to say, right? So let's get into this real quick. The doomsday clock has been set at different times since 1947, okay? With the time reflecting and changing levels of global danger. The clock is set by experts from a bulletin of an atomic scientist, okay? 1947, 1956, so you can see the time, 1947, 7 minutes. 1956, let's go into this, 1991, set at 17 minutes, okay? 2017, 150 seconds to midnight. Still like 2 minutes, 3 minutes, right? Or 2 minutes. 2008, 2 minutes. 2019, the clock remained unchanged. 2020, set to 100 seconds. 2023, 90 seconds. And now 2025, 89 seconds, okay? So as you can see, as time, you know, keeps on drifting, as they say, this countdown is happening. It's inevitable, okay? What the Lord said is going to come to pass, it will come to pass. Numbers 19 and 23. He's not a man that he should lie, man. If he said he's going to make good on it. This is how we know the prophecies within these scriptures are true, all right? Now look at this too. BRICS keeps expanding. Remember Joel chapter 3, right? Let the weak say I'm strong. And what are they going to do? They're going to gather up thistles and wood to fight Esau, Edom? No. They're going to come with weaponry. Things that are going to destroy Esau, Edom. Okay? Tear them off the map, as they say. Tear them off the map. It's lucky I can. Esau, Edom floating shit in the air. Sometimes you can breathe, sometimes you can't. You know what it is, man. That's why the Lord has to shorten this time, shorten this man's rulership. And we'll get into those scriptures too as well. So you see the bricks keeps expanding. Why is that? Because this is a part of prophecy. This is what the Lord is ushering in, okay? He's taking out the old garbage and bringing in the new rulers, the new ones who will rule well, okay? What's this? Yep, this is right again, you know? Remember, these nations are going to hate the whore, all right? CP24 uploaded. This is going to be a battle for the next 4 years between Canada and the U.S. This man's a madman. He wants to make Canada a part of the U.S., and it's not going to happen, okay? He wants to make Mexico and Canada a part of the U.S., because I remember them saying Numero, right? Canada and United States and Mexico, right? But I don't think that's going to happen, man. These people are looking at you people, ones who are in the States, and they're like, nah, man, we don't need to be around people like y'all. Y'all gonna get us killed, okay? And it's true, you Americans, you're the most prideful people in the world, man, okay? Even Judah, you know what I mean? Even Judah, Ephraim, all of them, man. They've sat too long in this place, and now they become like the enemy, okay? And they become prideful too, okay? So yeah, this is something that's coming down the pipe, regardless of how you feel, your emotions. You know, Proverbs chapter 21 and 30. There is no counselor that could stop, or anybody that could go to Yahweh and say, "What is this that you're doing?" What is that? Job 9 and 12, or 12 and 9, 9 and 12, right? What the Lord has, you're a member in this movie, or remember you're a pawn in this movie. Okay, you just play your part. Simply played. So let's go into something real quick. Like I was saying, the said measures. 4 and 37, 2 Ezra 4 and 37. By measure he have measured the times, and by number he have numbered the times, and he doeth not move nor stir them until the said measure be fulfilled. Like I said, if you have a whole bunch of cups in a row, right, and one's just a little bit below the other one, and so on and so forth, right? And when the full measurement gets, then the next cup starts to begin to get filled, okay? So it's very easy to understand. It's not something hard to understand. Until this prophecy is fulfilled, then we move on to the next one, okay? So, Wisdom of Solomon, let's go into something real quick, because the Lord showed us in spirit the beginning and the end. Okay, Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 16. Oh, you can start from 15, but just straight to the point. For in his hand are both we and our words, all wisdom also, the knowledge of workmanship. For he have granted me certain knowledge of the things that are, namely to know how the world was made, and the operations of the elements, the beginning, the ending, and the midst of times, the altering. So you see right there, that's all I need to get. The beginning, the ending, and the midst of times. Okay? Well, you know what, let me read on. The alterations of the turning of the sun and the changing of seasons, which, goes into, like what we see out here, summer, winter, right? And we know by the moon, right? By the moon, we have our calendar. We know how to dictate time. But these guys, they lost. But anyways, the main point here is the beginning, the ending, and the midst. The beginning, You know, we already know. We break that down all the time in the scriptures. The ending, we always break it down, the prophecy, right? And right now we're in the midst of these times, right? And guess what? We're breaking down these times too. We're telling you what's about to happen the day after tomorrow, okay? What's happening right now, okay? Because we've been given that gift from Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakodash, to be able to peer into, you know, the hemisphere, or however you want to say it, to be able to pierce into the, you know, the world, man, and see, okay? Is that here? Anyway, Salakia. So we've been given a special spirit, a special ability from Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai to see what's going on out there, okay? And this is why we're warning you. Yup, this is why the scriptures say to measure thou the time diligently within itself, man. He's only give that ability to certain individuals. 2nd Ezra chapter 9 and verse 1. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs pass, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. Okay? And what's some of these signs? The nukes that Esau Edom got right now, the MOTB, the nation against nation, Satan against Satan. All these things were predicted, prophesied for the end. Okay? And what's another, let's go into that. What's another marker that we scope here and we watch and we see? Job 9:24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? Okay? We were ruling over Esau, Edom, and now he's ruling over us. Okay? He covered the faces of us. So all that Renaissance art that you see right now, before that was us. Okay? Because we were ruling over this man for over 1,000 years. And he had to come out for that little season. That's all prophecy. Okay? And we're going to get into that too as well, because it all ties in. Okay? So, yeah, here's part of the examples. Okay? Let's go to 2nd Ezra chapter 9, 6 and 9. 2nd Ezra chapter 6 and 9. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. So you have to ask yourself a question. Who's in power right now? Is his name Esau? Because Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning that followeth. When you line that up with Job 9:24, you get to see that, hey, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. Esau, Edom's the wicked. 3 classifications of men. Okay? You got the sons of the wicked, sons of man, and sons of, you know, Yashra'Allah. Okay? Well, who's Yashra'Allah? He, prince of the power. That's us, Israel. The sons of men, these are the nations. Okay? And the sons of the wicked, you got it. Esau, Edom. Genesis 6 and 2, Matthew chapter 13. Go read it. Okay? So when you put all this together and you say to yourself, for Esau's the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning that followeth. So we in those times, okay? We're in those times. We can see, you know, what's going on. The wicked is controlling the earth. Who's the wicked? Esau, Edom. Okay, look, well, let's continue, because we're gonna prove that, okay? The Lord don't skip a beat, nor do we. Revelation, remember I told you we ruled over him, right? Revelation chapter 20 and verse 2. And he laid hold on the dragon, that serpent. Okay? Actually, you know what? Let me start from 1. And I saw an angel come down from heaven, having the keys of the bottomless pit, and a great chain in his hand. And he laid hold on the dragon, that old serpent, which is the devil and Satan, and bound him 1,000 years. And he cast him into the bottomless pit, which is Europe. Okay? That's a barren type place. It's hard to grow, you know. It actually is, it's not hard to grow, it's just that it has less minerals. Okay? The minerals up there are depleted. Alright? It's like a bottomless pit. and cast him into the bottomless pit and shut him up and set a seal over him. And this is when Esau, Edom was walking around scratching themselves, like wearing, scratching themselves because they had fleas and all types of bugs on them and shit. You know, the women would sit there and have their legs open right in front of you. You could see their dirty ass pussy scratching that shit right in front of people, eating lice off of people. They were nasty. They would wear their clothes till they fucking fell off of them. You know? It reminds me of this dirty ass Edomite I got living above me, man. He looks like the paintings, man. He looks like... he looks exactly like how they depict Esau, Edom in the paintings, man. That nasty, wild, fucking blonde, thin in here. You know what I mean? When you look at his face, you're just like, yo, this guy's a full-fledged Edomite. Talk to him and you'll see, you know? I hate that nigger. That's why I call them niggers. We're not the niggers with that hard ER. They are. Where the hell you get off this row of people that we're niggers? Okay? They are. They're the ignorant. They're the foul. They're the unjust. Okay? They're the putrid of the earth, man. They're the fucking top ignorant motherfuckers out there. Alright? So I don't know where you get off calling us niggers. We're a royal people. We're Israelites. He prince of the power, bitch. So anyways, going back into this. And cast him into the bottomless pit and shut him up and set a seal upon him that he should deceive the nations no more till the 1,000 years should be fulfilled. And after that he must be loosened a little season. And this is the little season that he is loosened in. Okay? He's out deceiving these nations. Remember, Job 9:24, he covered the faces of the judges thereof. Who are the true judges? Us, Yasharallah, he prince of the power, not niggers. Okay? The niggers did that to us. These Edomites. Okay? The so-called white man. Alright? For you to get an understanding. The dirtbag of the earth, the lowest form of a being. You know, even cats, dogs, fucking roaches have a higher standard than Esau, Edom, man. Okay? So going back into this verse 7, and when the 1,000 years are expired, this is when we ruled over him in Europe. Okay? What the hell is going on here? Okay? And when the 1,000 years are expired, Satan shall be loosed out of his prison, and shall go out and deceive the nations which are in the four quarters of the earth. What has this man done? Job 9:24. He's gone out there and he's deceived all the nations that are round about. Remember, this man back in the day consented to cut us off from being a nation. You can't trust this man. Slowly but surely, what did he do to these other people out here? He made them also consent to cut themselves off from that name, that their Asian name that they call themselves. Now you got fucking, Ishmael calling themselves all types of names. Moab, same thing. Ammon, the same thing. Hamites, the same thing. Right? Mitzrayim, same thing. So he cut all these nations off too, in a sense. Because a mass majority of them, right, of that nation, if they're not rubbing elbows with the elites, they're not gonna notice. Okay? They're not gonna notice because the elites will tell them, look, this is who you are. This is who our enemy is. Of ancient time, your forefathers and my forefathers, we got together and we consented to cut these people off. When these people are with their power, it's all hell for us. So you make sure that you push to your nation the hatred of the Israelite man and woman. Because remember, we took a pact back then to cut them off from being a nation. We were Confederate. And they go, oh, okay, all right, ooh, okay, all right. And they get the little handouts from Esau, Edom, and they're happy with that. And their people get to live a good life, as they would say, doing whatever the fuck they want, right? Over top of the Israelites, right? So they went out and they deceived us, man. They deceived all these nations out here. Right? And furthermore, yeah, let's get into that real quick, because this proves all of what I'm saying here, because the scriptures, it's right there in the scriptures. You can't run. Revelation chapter 11 and verse 8, and their dead bodies shall lie in the street of the great city, which spiritually is called Sodom and Egypt. That's over here. That's Babylon. Okay? And when it goes into our dead bodies, it's talking about loss of identity. Jeremiah chapter 17 and verse 4. Where also our Lord was crucified. Okay? Now we know that in Jerusalem, right? He was crucified. In Israel, he was crucified. But how was he crucified here? Because the imagery. Remember, they came up, right? They X'd out the image of our Lord and Savior. They X'd out the image of the people, which is us, right? Maccabees tell you that they sought to paint the images of themselves. And what do you think they did? They accomplished it because they came out to what? To deceive the nations across the world, right? So you're following along, right? So continuing. And they of the people and kindreds and tongues and nations shall see their dead bodies 3 days and a half. This is going into slavery. And shall not suffer their dead bodies to be put in graves. And they that dwell upon the earth shall rejoice over them and make merry, and shall send gifts. We were those gifts. Going to Joel chapter 3, starting from the 6th verse up. One to another, because these two prophets tormented them that dwell upon the earth, the northern and southern. Okay. And after 3 days and a half after slavery, the spirit of life from Yahweh entered into them, and they stood upon their feet. Great fear fell upon them which saw them. Yeah, Ezekiel chapter 37, that great and exceeding army. Okay, and what? The spirit of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua has entered into us, and via how did that happen? Well, there's a man named Alva Bivens. Okay, because the Lord promised that He would, enter that knowing of who we are back into the world. He promised that, okay? And the Lord is not a man that He should lie, all right? If He said it, He's going to make good on it, okay? So going back into this, Malachi chapter 3, this is how this was done. Malachi 3 and, Malachi 4, Salaki. Malachi chapter 4 and 5. Behold, I send you Elijah, the prophet, before the coming of the great and dreadful day of Yahweh. And he shall turn the heart of the fathers to the children, and the heart of the children to their fathers, lest I come and smite the earth with a curse. And we believe through the spirit of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua B'Shem Rakah Kodash that I was talking about Ava Bivens. And what he do? He came to pave the way. Remember in Baruch, we'll get into that. Actually, you know what? Let's go here real quick. What the Lord said in Baruch, which is prophecy. Baruch 5 and 5. Arise, O Jerusalem, and stand on high, and look about toward the east. And behold, thy children gathered from the west unto the east by the word of the Holy One, rejoicing in the remembrance of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. It did what? It sprung up in the west first. We're in the west. Okay? And then it made its ways to the east. And how is that? Romans chapter 10 and verse 18. Oh yeah, the internet does the heavy lifting, the unicorn. Okay? So this is how, it made its way to the east, because the Lord promised that it would spring up in the west via the way of Ava Bivens, okay, which we've seen happen. We believe through the spirit of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. Yes, that was that Elijah. We believe Marshall, that was our David, okay. We believe that through spirit, okay. That's why we're walking by faith and not by sight. A lot of individuals would look at them and be like, "Oh, that ain't that's how they are, carnal, right?" But we're viewing things through the spirit. And I believe 100% that yes, Ava Bivens was that Elijah set to come. I believe through the Spirit that yes, our apostle elders was walking with King David while he was here in this time, in the reincarnation, as Marsha, if I'm not mistaken. So yes, cold-heartedly through the Spirit of Yahweh Shemiel Shai, warm-heartedly, yes, I believe those things. Through faith, through the Spirit of Yahweh Shemiel Shai, okay? So going back into this, arise, O Jerusalem, and stand on high, and look about toward the east, and behold, thy children gathered from the west unto the east by the word of the Holy One, rejoicing in remembrance of Yahweh. So it started here first, okay? The holy prophet sprung up here. The word sprung up here. And it went all around the world to gather up the lost. It's just not hard, man. This is why this happened. Baruch 2:30. For I knew they would not hear me, because it is a stiff-necked people. But in the land of their captivities, okay, in the land of their captivities, okay, all around the world, especially here in America, they shall remember themselves and shall know that I am the Lord their God, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, Yahweh power. For I will give them a mind, heart, mind, lob, okay? To do what? I'll give them a mind and ears to hear, okay? And they shall praise me in the land of their captivity, and think upon my name, and return from their stiff-neck and from their wicked deeds. For they shall remember the way of their fathers, which sinned before the Lord, okay? So guess what? You know, the Lord has put that in our spirit to remember these things, okay? Through scriptures, right? Because we're reading it and we're like, oh, you know what? That was us, you know? Oh, shit. This was us, this, you know? So on and so forth and whatever, right? So, hey, all praises due to Yahweh Shemiel Shai for bringing that remembrance, because the scriptures tell you there's no remembrance of the former things. But through the Spirit, this is how we know that you got to be spiritual to obtain this. Because through the Spirit, we obtain this. And now we see, we hear, we do understand. Okay? So this is all spiritual, man. It's all spiritual. Okay? Yep, let's go to 2nd Ezra. So going back into that doomsday clock, this is all spiritual, man. All these things are happening. The bricks coming, keep expanding. People keep hating America. Right here, we're going into the next 4 years with a battle with America on tariffs, okay? Everybody's turning against the whore. They shall hate the whore. Because guess who you got up in there? We believe through the reincarnation that's prideful, narrow, as Trump, okay? So, hey, man, keep your eyes open. Keep your eyes on the clock. Because a brother put it up, Brother Barah from Trinidad, I think he's the head of the camp or second in charge, or I can't remember. And the elders from the Trinidad camp, okay? He put it up. And I seen it, as soon as I seen it, I said, Yapa, even, I can't remember the message I sent. I think I said, yes, Yapa, that's prophecy. And I was going to put up scripture to it, but I said, no, feed the flock, feed the lamb, man. Okay, we got a job to do. You know, engage, right? Feed the flock. So anyways, that's what Yahweh Shem Yahushua gave us the ability to do. You know, understand, see it, understand, perceive, understand, speak. You know, you're set up as a watchman, right? So anyways, going back into this. Ended off here, 2nd Ezra chapter 9, 1-6, right? 2nd Ezra chapter 9, verse 1. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs pass, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes, we're seeing earthquakes, all across the road. And uproars of the people in the world. We're seeing people fed up at fucking, you are not a Jew, you know, netting nigger who, you know, that guy right there, you know, and even towards those people are like, yo, we're tired of your people's shit, okay, because you're liars, you're thieves, you're extortionists. Look it up in the Bible, in the Bible, yeah, look it up in the dictionary, okay, your name stands for extortionist, man, okay. The people are fed up with the conditions of the world, you know, what you governments out there doing purposely, you know, all these chemtrails and whatnot, all this bullshit that you're doing, the people are fed up about it, man. Rioting, you know, this is why there's uproars of the people, because you're not ruling right. Because of injuries and riches gotten by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another. You are no good of a ruler, man. You suck. You're garbage. You're whack. Okay? Shit. Then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. Where's free will there? But anyways, from the beginning the Lord set it up this way. That means also that he set up his prophets from the beginning. Luke chapter 1 and 70. From the beginning, okay, he set up his prophets, and he didn't set up his prophets to just fucking hang out and, you know, chill and all this type of stuff, right? He set out his prophets to go out there and prophesy, okay, and to tell the people what's about to happen and what's about to take place in the world, okay. If you don't set the people right, they're not gonna know. They're gonna continue to do pure wickedness, pure unrighteousness. Okay? But he set up his prophets to look for the other prophets that are gonna be saved. Let me just put it that way. Because right now in this time, we're not about saving the whole community of Israel. We're not about community building. We're about looking for the 144, that small community right there. The 144,000. Those that are built to understand this, okay? And to perform these tasks. Tell these people about what's about to happen, okay? That's our job, man. So anyways, going back. Then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. For like as all that is made in the world have a beginning and ending, and the end is manifest. So, yeah, it's time for us to rule, man. Time for this shitty rulership to go down and out and never arise again. And time for our kingdom, you know, the kingdom of Yasharallah to rise. Okay? So anyways, let's go back into this. That's why you're seeing a lot of bullshit happening right now, because the end is manifest. Okay? The end is come. It's at the end of the world right now. Alright? All things are coming to an end. You know? All things are coming to an end. Esau's system coming to an end. Okay? All these things are coming to an end, man. And the world that's going to come to rulership is the world without end. That's our kingdom. Okay? Our kingdom is a kingdom without end. Rulership without end, man. Okay? Even so, the times also of the highest have plain beginnings in wonders, and powerful works, and endings in effects and signs. And we're telling you those endings right now. Okay? The end of this man's society. Okay? We're telling you about we're telling you about the end of this man's society right now. The signs are all there. But it's only given unto the ones who have the understanding to go into these scriptures, pull out what is needed to be pulled out, and present it before the world. It's called the prophets. It's called the seers. Okay? That's our job. Our job is not to be taking part in it. The Lord already has He already has things set up for us who are doing this work unto the end, Lord will that we do. He already has things set up for us, so we need not to look around in the world and ask, where's ours? Where's ours? Lord told us, be ye as pilgrims on the earth. Because you see the condition the earth is in now. Do you really want to rule a place like this? No. Shit's got to be burned with fire. Shit's got to be done in order. In order for me to set up you orderly priest. Right? So the Lord is saying, no, we're going to burn this bitch. And we're going to remake it. Don't worry. Okay? And you're going to have your own planet. You're going to have your own fucking abilities to go here, go there, or whatnot. Don't worry about the constellation, you know, your prize in this society. Because it's garbage, it's weak. And it all comes to an end. Okay? So, verse 6, even so, the times also of the highest have plain beginnings in wonder and powerful works, and endings in effects and signs. Okay? So this is why the Lord tells us to measure out the time diligently in Himself, man. Okay? For the ones who can see. Okay? There's a lot of false prophets out there that can't see. Don't know what the fuck. This isn't supposed to be 7 years. It's supposed to be doomsday clock. Salakia. The time is short. Oh, Salakia. Let me get to that scripture. Matthew chapter 24 and 22. Except those days be shortened, and we're going to go into the word shortened, there shall no flesh be saved, but for the elect's sake those days shall be shortened. And the Lord is manipulating the time. Okay? Going to here goes into manipulation. Okay, manipulation of time. Here also too, as in to prune. You know when you prune a tree, you cut it back? That's what the Lord is doing. He's manipulating the time, making it go faster and faster. I remember when I was a kid, fuck that. I remember like 6 years back, I would look up into the sky over my gate of my backyard, and I'd peer out to the building that's across from me. And there's either Mars or some star would always rise on that spot. I could do it tonight and it's still there. And all the time, as I'm looking at it, it's only like a couple minutes, like a half an hour, the thing's already up in the sky. I could see this thing gradually moving in the sky. And I'm not lying, because when I sit in my chair in the back, listen to some music late at night, I mean late, like 1, 2 in the morning, just got some old reggae music on, you know, and I might be sipping some yan, just got off of work and shit, so I'm just chilling back in the backyard by myself. Everybody's dead asleep, nice and quiet. I can read, I can make videos, you know. So as I'm peering into the sky, I'm looking as I'm sitting, and I have markers, my fence gate, the fence by the wall of the building across the street, the house across the street, so I could see markers of where this thing is. This thing, within 15, 20 minutes, this thing is already passing. I remember when I was a kid, I used to deliver the Sunday Sun, okay? In the 90s. You know, I was a boy, like 80s, 90s, okay? All right. I would do the same thing. I always was one that to peer into the skies and look at the moon and thing like that, right? Yo, let me tell you, say, back then, looking at the sky to move, yeah, shit, you might as well forget it, you know? And I would sit there half an hour, and I'm like, yo, this is how far the thing moved. Man, I'm going inside, man. Because you'd always see those things where the thing is moving fast, right? The time lapse, right? And I would, you know, as a kid, I would like to see that. So, you know, you're sitting there and you just want to see certain things. And when I work early in the morning. Everybody's still asleep, dead asleep. 5 in the morning, I'm out over in Malvern there, running around delivering my newspapers, okay? And them time there, the skies were more clear. And there wasn't so much light pollution as now. There's tons more light pollution now, you know? But anyways, time is moving faster, man. And the Lord is manipulating these times, okay? Manipulating the, you know, the time itself. Because if we stay any longer, Esau Edom will kill everybody and kill himself, okay? Straight up. So yeah, man, keep your eyes open, man. Keep your eyes open, okay? And like I said, that shouldn't say that right there. That's bothering me. Let me just put time. Should bother me. So look, yeah. So yeah, man, time is short. You know, keep your eyes open, keep your eyes peeled, do the work of Yahweh Shemiel Shai, endure on to the end, man. Okay? Because the Lord is looking for faithful soldiers who may be able to, you know, endure on to the end, man, and teach others also, you know? Roughly phrasing. So with that, all praises, all honor, all glory be unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah Kodash. Double honors to the apostle elders of Great Millstone that rule well. Peace and salutation to all the Akim doing and pushing his word in all honesty, truth, and sincerity worldwide. And a sincere shalom to the elect. I hope you are edified. Lord willing, to the next time, Akim. Abad Baba. Shalom.